What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing you another Vainglory video. So a couple days ago, you guys heard me talk about the two new heroes coming into Vainglory, Lance and Lyra. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a little bit more about Lance, because there's actually a page on Broken Myth that has a pretty good detailed description of his abilities and everything like that. And then also, Vainglory released like a tidbit of footage on Lance as well, so I'll show you guys that a little bit later in the video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so we're gonna be looking at the first look at Lance. If you guys don't know what Broken Myth is, this is what the actual, if you guys want to check out the actual like thread that I'm on, basically Broken Myth is a site that is dedicated to Vainglory, like guides and stuff, and then also has like goes over the update overviews and everything. So if you want to check Broken Myth out, go ahead. But keep in mind though, guys, this is like as it says right here, as with all unreleased information, everything is subject to change. The following descriptions are currently true but may not make to the final cut. That means basically, for right now, this is, or like when this was posted on May 4th, so when this was posted, that's how his abilities and everything were. But that they may be a little bit different when he actually does come into the game. But first, we're gonna be looking at him. Since his description requires you to know his heroic perk, I'll read that off first. So Lance's basic attacks hit every target in their path. What that means is, I think that means kind of like Jules Thunderstrike, because he has like that huge little like spear thing, so it probably goes through all the people on his auto attacks. Additionally, Lance will continue to face his target after attacking, reducing damage taken from their direction. After using an ability, Lance's next attack will strike very quickly, dealing bonus damage. So what that means was if he attacks someone, he'll still face that direction, I believe. Like, so you auto attack someone, even if you're walking away, it'll still kind of face him or face the person you attacked, and then he'll deal reduced damage from facing him, kind of like the Jewel. If her front plates are like her shield in the front, she does reduce damage or whatever. And Lance's next attack will strike very quickly, dealing bonus damage after using abilities. So that's pretty sweet. But now we'll do the overall his description. So this kind of got me thinking, like, maybe he doesn't just have to be a roamer, maybe he could definitely be something else, but okay. Crystal Power increases his directional damage reduction and the duration of his crowd controls. So whatever his crowd controls are, so Crystal Power is going to make them longer, like the stuns last longer, maybe because he has an ability that roots people and make the roots last longer. Building up to 300 CP is recommended for roam hybrid builds. Weapon power increases the damage of his abilities and attacks. So if you want to get some weapon power, you want to deal a little bit more damage, there you go. Also, Lance's basic attacks can critically strike and apply, this is a huge one, apply on-hit effects to multiple targets at a time. So you know how his spear, they said his auto attacks or like attack everyone? So basically it's like if you have a tension bow, your auto attack the tension bow will proc on like all three of them because it's hitting them at the same time. That's if they're all probably lined up, I assume. Because like say they're like back to back, you auto attack and goes like, well, I just think it's gonna be like a Jewel Thunderstrike just from looking at it. So then say like the tension bow goes through both of them, the tension bow proc will be on both of them or hit on both of them. So that's pretty big. Also like Aftershock. Lance's attacks and abilities take more time to complete than many heroes, but are designed to combo together. So that's pretty big as well. So he probably has a long casting time on abilities, well, a little bit like longer than normal, but they're designed to combo together. So maybe like he does one, does another. So that's Lance, guys. Also, just from like hearing what it said on the top, like maybe going damage on him will be good, and then same with CP. But okay, so we read his heroic perk. Let's get into the A ability, Impale. Lance strikes through his opponents, damaging them and rooting them in place. If this attack hits at least one enemy, Lance will immediately recover from the ability. So what that means to me is he'll like strike opponents with his spear somehow, damaging them and then rooting them in place so they can't move. And then if he misses maybe this ability, maybe himself will be rooted, or maybe he won't, I don't know, because it says at the end the Lance will immediately recover from the ability. We don't know what that means, but it probably means like if he uses this ability and misses, there's probably some negative effect that happens to him, but if he hits someone, he doesn't get the negative effect. That's what I assume. Let me know what you guys think on that. And this one right here, Graythan Wall. This one is the one we have some gameplay footage of. It's pretty sweet. He like swings away his sword and then he blocks the Ringo ult and all the negative effects stop there because he's not burning or anything like that. So Lance sweeps opponents away with his weapon, damaging them and also stunning them if they collide with the wall. So you guys see how he like swings his sword, or not a sword, his spear, maybe, and like, so that probably pushes like heroes away. So swings his sword, if they hit a wall, they're stunned. If they're not, they just kind of get probably like pushed to the side. Then afterwards, his shield drops. So like say, I don't know, say there's a Scarf ult incoming and he drops that shield, maybe it'll reduce a lot of that damage. And then if your teammates are behind you too, it won't get to you. Maybe even the Jewel laser beam on himself, I don't think it would block for everyone, but maybe just for himself. So that's pretty sweet. Probably a lot of uses for that, but hey, he looks pretty sweet in game, as you can see. I'm excited to see how he's going to be. And then we don't have too much information on his ultimate. It's combat roll. Lance rolls in the target direction. So maybe if he rolls and hits like a hero, it stuns them or slows them. It kind of sounds like the Ozo ultimate. That's what I'm thinking of. Kind of like how the Ozo like spins and knocks him back. Maybe his is just like a slow of some sort. Who knows? But there's one last little quote here. Lance abilities and attacks all depend on his positioning and angle. This short cooldown roll allows him to quickly reach good positions, acting as a glue for chaining his abilities together. Oh, okay, so it describes his ultimate a little more. Sorry, I didn't really read that. So it's a quick roll, and it can reposition quickly. It doesn't look like it's going to be used for much more than that, but I assume they'll add something to it, maybe if he hits people. But other than that, that's all we know about Lance, guys. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. He sounds like a pretty boss hero. I'm excited to get my hands on him because, like, I wanna. Yes, they say he's considered a roamer, but a lot of times, like, he can be used. Like heroes can be used differently in different positions. For instance, like Adagio. So with them saying like his crystal power reduces, or like crystal power increases the crowd control and his directional damage. Sorry for my phone going off there. That was I don't even know what that was. But then the weapon power increases his abilities, so be curious to see how he is. And then I'm curious to see what his directional thing is. So he'll take less damage if he's facing the damage that he's getting hit from, kind of like similar to Jewel, I think, because they're front plates, or front armor. But either way, let me know what you guys think of Lance. Let me know what the first thoughts are. Are you excited to see him actually get your hands on him and see exactly how these like abilities work and whatnot? Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you did, and don't subscribe for more Vainglory videos not already. Was have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys.